Welcome, folks. I am Jaby Koay, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
Hello.
We are looking at the Surge 2 E3 2019 trailer for the PS4. I have not seen Surge 1, but this seems to be very popular, so we thought we'd look at it, and maybe it will inspire us to look at the Surge 1 and get into this, get on the train, of the Surge train. Here we go.
It says blood and gore. Drones are everywhere.
That weapon feels very much like, it reminds me of something from an old, I can't remember the name of the game, Silent Hill.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
it looks like a hardcore zombie killer. Uh-oh. Coming for ya! Oh no!
He's got a minigun on his back?
Yeah, why don't you use it? There we go.
Oh, that's what, okay.
That's pretty badass. Oh no. Haha. She's into it. What type of little girl are you?
It's not over.
Interesting.
How have I never heard of this game? That looks crazy.
It does look crazy. It looks super cool.
It's giving me some overtones of Mad Max a little bit with the little
Yes.
girl. I don't know if that was part of the first game. I probably was, without having seen any information on the first game. This happens sometimes, though, where you have a game that kind of falls under the radar, but has just enough momentum behind it, just enough of a fan base that they can make a second one and a third one.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's what's happened here. I mean, that's certainly the case for Street Fighter. I mean, Street Fighter 2 is way more popular than the first Street Fighter, which most people haven't played.
It's funny that you said that it gave you like overtones of Mad Max from the little girl, because for me, it was those topless men that looked like war boys.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
'Cause
Yeah, that too.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, whoa, this really looks like Mad Max.
But that weapon he's wielding, it's like, for some reason that reminded me of Silent Hill, but because of this like guardian person who wielded this huge axe and would lop people's heads off and whatnot, or it was a pretty scary creature. But that weapon in general also has the feel of like anime in general, because you'll see you'll see characters in anime with these huge weapons that are like 3 times the size of a person, 3 times the size of them.
I was gonna say Final Fantasy.
Yes, there you go. That's also in my head somewhere. Cloud.
Yes, Cloud.
But it's got this edginess to it that is in line with something else we saw earlier today, which is cyberpunk. And so it's like this futuristic thing that's got it's like not futuristic, but it's post-apocalyptic with futuristic overtones is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, that seems to be like very on trend for 2019 or 2020, whenever like I guess most of these games are coming out next year. So
Yeah.
that's like a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you are certainly going to have your fill of blood and gore in there. It's pretty gnarly. I think this is just a cutscene, though. This is not like in-game footage or
No,
anything.
I don't think so.
I don't see any like text indicating that this is in-game footage.
Says it's a cinematic trailer.
Okay.
So.
The minigun, the drone minigun, I thought was pretty cool. I thought initially that was like something for the villains in the game or the bad guys, but it turned out to be part of the hero's outfit. I thought that was pretty sick. I mean, the fact that you can just wear this thing on your back and then it'll just pop up and shoot whenever you're in danger, kind of like I don't know what that's like. I was gonna say Ghost because his outfit reminded me of geez, what's the name? It was the follow-up to Halo. I can't remember the name of the game for the life of me right now.
Can't help
Y'all,
you there.
y'all know what I'm talking about, though. They made 2 of them so far, and Peter Dinklage played the ghost robot that followed you around. I can't remember. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like, as soon as the lights and the camera was rolling, it's just all the names. I bought the damn thing, too. So it shows you how much I played it. I can't remember the name of the game, but that's what I got. That's what I was reminded of was that for some reason, just because it's the outfit. The main guy's outfit is what that. Hold on. Peter Dinklage ghost video game. Destiny. That's what I was trying to recall. So the outfits that they show the characters wearing in Destiny, that's what his outfit reminded me of as well. So the guy's mask and everything like that. I mean, maybe you see that all the time in a variety of video games, but that's the first thing I thought of was Destiny. I like the environment that they have here. The world, it's got this really grimy feel to the whole thing. It's very detailed. Mm-hmm. And the War Boys, I'm just calling them that tentatively until I find out the real name. They are freaky deaky. They are very scary looking. And now that I'm looking at them again, they definitely do have that War Boy feel, but with, like I said, that futuristic overtone with like the cybernetic implants and whatnot, everything that's keeping them together, the stitching. They're like zombies or something. It's really creepy. I mean...
Well, it seems like this whole, enhancing yourself seems to be quite a common theme in game trailers and games, I guess, that are coming out very soon, because there was a little bit of that element in Cyberpunk as well. And of course, like in movies that have come out in recent years, like Upgrade and whatnot, there's this very interesting idea in the collective consciousness of what if we could use things to upgrade, like what would we become,
I wonder if, this is probably a silly notion, but I wonder if in part it has something to do with the fact that the technology is finally there to make games like this.
Yeah.
Because maybe these ideas have existed for a long time, the idea of upgrading yourself and whatnot, but the tools with which to make those games, maybe they weren't available 15 years ago, 10 years ago, but like now we're seeing a lot of them. And so it could be that what you're saying, which is just the zeitgeist, everyone's kind of collectively feeling this, or it could be, both, the tools are there as well.
Like the technology's caught up and everything looks fantastic, both in this trailer and in trailers that we've been watching today and recently. Like, how I'm always, or at least I used to always say, wow, like the graphics look so cool. And then at some point you just said to me, the graphics look cool in everything now, ACHARA. You can stop commenting on the fact that it looks cool. That's a given. Right. But how amazing is it that we're at that stage where like amazing graphics are just standard now?
Yeah. One of the things that I'm noticing, and this is a minor thing, it's not even a criticism at all, but I'm noticing the color overtones are consistent as well between games. Like this kind of purplish blue-green hue thing, that kind of neon feel is present not just here in this trailer, but also in Cyberpunk. And I'm starting to see that everywhere as well. The first time I noticed that, again, as I mentioned it earlier in another game trailer reaction, was Infamous Second Son. That kind of tone of I don't know what that's inspired by, but you see it right here, that purple hue. It's like that neon kind of feel. What I'm hoping to see here, without having played the first Surge game, what I'm hoping to see here is, just like with Mad Max, you see this character who's very troubled and has something to deal with and struggle with and forgive himself for, because nothing is more interesting these days than a game with a main character that you can really hook yourself into and get behind. Because then he transcends just being, an avatar that you're playing through, but he has also got like depth to him as well. And just by showing you this little girl who may have existed in the first game, I apologize for not doing my research beforehand. I got excited because the internet's excited, so I'm like, what is this? Not without having done my research before, and just the presence of this little girl says a lot about what you are dealing with as this character in the game. Which I think is pretty neat.
So you think like she might be a specter from the past,
Yeah.
something haunting him from a mistake that he made.
I think that's most likely the case, and you guys feel free to elucidate on that if you'd like. I feel like that's most likely the case, that it's this ghost, that this girl he couldn't save. And I think that's a big thing to introduce in a game, because, I mean, you know, video games have for a while now been like excessively violent with all the blood and the guts and the gore and all that stuff. I mean, I'm playing Borderlands. I'm revisiting that game right now, and I'm actually shocked at how like violent it was. I didn't remember how violent it was, and that's a tame game to compare to. So, but like to add emotional weight on top of that is pretty cool in my opinion. The idea of characters who have these things that they haven't quite fully dealt with yet is more mature. So you go beyond the violence that you can explore in the game. You go into the psychological elements that you can explore now, and that to me is so cool, because that really takes you into what I would consider truly cinematic territory.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed this trailer for what it is. I'm enjoying the trend that's going on with the games right now, between, you know, this kind of like post-apocalyptic cybernetic feel to the whole thing, the implants and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I love Mad Max. That's one of my all-time favorite movies, and so to see any hint of that here very much excites me and gets me interested in this game. Yeah, I'm down. You guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Check out ACHARA KIRK on the social media, as well as the Jabs if you feel like doing that. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out our other reactions, reviews, short films, and vlogs. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.